A very good morning, children. Today we are going to start with the fourth chapter of commercial studies. Before beginning the chapter, children, I just want to ask you one question. Who are the ultimate potential important people for a business is the consumer, because they consume the goods which is being produced by them, right? So in that way we can say that the consumers are supposed to be the king and business is expected to provide maximum possible satisfaction to the consumer, right? You know what happens, that in our country there are few firms those who have monopoly power. Monopoly means they are the leaders, you know. They decide the price and they decide how much quantity to be sold and everything. So what happens that in our country, majority of the consumers, they are ignorant and illiterate and they don't know their rights. Okay, and due to all these reasons, consumers they are usually deprived of their rights. They are often exploited through misleading advertisement. Okay, poor quality goods, fractional weightage and measure, overcharging. All these are some of the exploitation which is done to the consumer. So the government of India, they are for the welfare of the country, right? So they took the step and a Consumer Protection Act was started. What is Consumer Protection Act? Consumer Protection Act is for protecting the consumers, those who buy the product. Okay, and for this consumer protection, they started with an act, Consumer Protection Act 1986, which was again revised in 2019. What does the act says? The Consumer Protection Act 1986 is an act of the Parliament of India enacted in 1986 to protect the interests of the consumer in India. It is replaced by the Consumer Protection Act 2019. It is made for the establishment of Consumers Council and other authorities for the settlement of consumer grievances and matters connected therewith. There is a word called grievances. What is grievances? Means the complaints which the consumers have. And the act was passed in the assembly in October 1986 and came into force on December 24th. So if they ask about what is Consumer Protection Act, when was it started? It was first enacted in 1986. Okay, again it was revised and new act was renewed, and that was done in 2019. Okay, and it laid more stress on consumer problems, that is whatever problem they had, how it is being redressal is a word which will be, that's a key word which we use in common. Redressal is, that the court, there is a consumer court where they listen to the problems of the consumer and the resolutions are now what was the consumer, what are the salient features of this Consumer Protection Act? The Consumer Protection Bill aims to protect consumers' interests through redressal mechanism that would ensure timely and effective settlement of disputes. There are two words which you have to, that's the key word, that is redressal and dispute. Dispute means the difference when a consumer and they have the difference. The shopkeepers, there are complaints, so they are being solved. Redressal is the solution to the grievances, the problem which they have. It seeks to enlarge the scope of the existing law and make it more effective and purposeful. It seeks to establish a central consumer protection authority. There is a group of people to protect consumer right and look into the issues related to false or misleading ads which are there. They say that like many ads are there which is misleading, and maybe like the cream which we use, the children or anybody uses, and if they get any sort of allergy in their faces, then they can go and act for it. Okay, and then this law, what does it say? It says that there is a 3-tier grievance redressal machinery. Okay, that is, first you will go to the district level court. If you are not satisfied, you can go to the state level, and if you are not again satisfied, you can go to the national level for your proper judgment to be done. And it is not very expensive, Very simple procedure. Okay, and you have to file the case against in the consumer court. That's enough for you to understand in this, children. The next is, what are the rights of the consumers? A right to be informed. That means what? The consumer, it is the right of the consumer to be protected against the marketing of goods which are hazardous to life and property. If there is anything wrong with it, then we should be informed about it. Okay? Like various risks are involved in food, drugs, electric appliance, like for example a gas cylinder which is there, it may not be sealed, so that has to be informed immediately, because it may cause some injury to people. Okay, and consumers must have assurance regarding the quality, reliability and performance. Children, have you seen that any product which you buy, in the back full detailed information? So it is the right of the consumer to know what are the ingredients there, when was it manufactured, what is the expiry date, everything detailed should be there. Okay, then the right to choose. The consumer should have assured access to the variety of goods at competitive prices. That means they should not sell at a very high price, and for the product may be of very low quality, that they cannot do it. And there should be variety of products in the market. Okay, next is a right to safety. Everything which is there in the market, like the products which are there, it should be properly sealed, it should not be out of dated. Okay, and next is right to have problem corrected. Whatever problems they have or the redressal, it should be done. Okay, whatever complaints they have, it should be immediately taken care of. And if there the product, they say that there is something wrong in the product, like for example an iron is there and it because of some reason it got spoiled, or it is under the warranty period, then it is the right of the consumer to go back to the shopkeeper and get the new product in, because it is under the warranty period which they have given. Okay, now right to education. According to this right, the consumer must be made aware of the rights and remedies available under the different laws. They should know about the laws. Okay, and what is their right to service? Okay, that's what I said. Immediately the court should take action against the people whom the consumer has said cased. Okay, so these are the 7 consumer rights. Then what are the questions related to this? Why do we need a Consumer Protection Act? Why is protection of consumer necessary? State and explain any 5 rights of consumers. State any 2 features of Consumer Protection Act. Children, I request you all even in the previous chapter I have told you, after every video in the last slide is of questions. So please, it is mandatory for everybody to write the question and answers in your copy. Okay, these are the questions which will help you in your board examination. 2 marks and 5 marks. You prepare your answer 5 marks so that you can extract 2 marks questions out of the 5 marks also. You don't have to repeatedly write the question, right? Then one more, children, one more thing is that the projects you are supposed to make in class 10, these projects are given in the assignment, that what are the requirements, how many pages you have to do, and what are the things important when you have to keep in mind while you are making the project. What are the pages to be, what are the headings to be written? So that will all be given in detail in the assignments. Okay, so check and prepare your projects from now onwards, and don't keep it, because as the school opens, you'll have your exams.